Yo, what's up, everybody? So today I wanted to talk about overcoming limitations, mainly positive and negative thinking, and how to overcome negative thinking and the outcome of that. And so I was thinking today about why some people have negative mindsets and why some people's lives are negative, and then others have great positive attitude, or a great life and great things happen to them. And I think mainly that's because of their mindset. I think it's mainly because of mindset that causes great things or bad things to happen. um, yes, there is a part of it that is just life happens, and sometimes we're hit with a blow. Sometimes we have good luck and good things happen to us. So I think some of it is, just what happens in life in general. We don't have any control over that. But I think a lot of it, most of it, is our mindset. And I think once life hits, if we have a negative experience happen to us, I think the most important thing is our mindset is what comes into play. Like, we can't help whether we're, hit or knocked down by life. We can't help that. It will happen, but we can help if we get up, or what we choose to believe and not believe. And I think the biggest thing is, once something like that, a traumatic event happens, if you're negative, you're going to start dwelling on negative, and then that's going to bring the physical counterpart, negativity, and you're going to create that negative environment, and it's going to be like a snowball effect, like a snowball rolling down a mountain of snow. It's just going to get bigger and bigger. You're going to become more negative. You're going to have more negative things happen to you. You're going to draw more negativity. And it works the other way, positive. If you think positive and you act positive, you're going to snowball into positive effect and having more positive things happen to you. And the thing is that's kind of the law of attraction, is what our mind dwells upon, we attract the physical counterpart of that. And I don't understand it completely, and I'm not going to go into the full explanation of how that law works, but basically just think of, your mindset is what causes you to dwell on things. Your mindset causes you to dwell on a certain, positive or negative thing, which then in return causes you to almost act in a positive or negative way, which then causes positive or negative things to happen. That's basically what happens with that, is what you dwell upon is what you receive. It's what you create and then what you receive. And so, is it easier to be positive, or is it easier to be negative? I think it's equally the same. It's just basically your habit. So, and habits are formed not by big extravagant decisions or big extravagant experiences. Habits are created through everyday choices, everyday experiences, everyday things. Habits are created by the small, simple, everyday things. And it's funny because later on down the road, something happens that is terrible, and it wakes us up, and we realize, how did my life go so wrong? Or how did it get to this point? And the thing is it was happening all along. You just didn't realize it. And so what the thing is when a negative thing happens, it's really easy to become negative and to dwell on it and to, get upset about it and then become negative and then create negativity. And so what is it easy? What's easier, to be negative or positive? Depends on your habits and the things that you've chosen in your life. It's, like I said, if you dwelt on negativity most of your life, it's easy to become negative during a hardship. If you're positive, it's easy to become positive. I sometimes study people like Walt Disney or Albert Einstein or Nikola Tesla is one of my favorites. I study these people and, what made them great and what was it? And the fact is, a lot of it was, the majority of it, I think, is they had a desire to keep going, a desire to keep trying to achieve their goals. I think the biggest thing is we're all met with failure or defeat. Like I said, we are all met with bad situations. And, if you're working on a goal, you're met with, defeats in that goal. But I think the biggest thing with them is it started with that desire to accomplish their goals. It started with wanting to keep going, like with Edison, the light bulb and all the times he failed, he kept going. And so I think the biggest thing is having that desire, and instead of letting defeat or failure or negative things get you negative and cause you to give up, I think we have to keep going and keep trying. It's hard to be positive all the time. Yes, I do agree with that, but it's hard on you to be negative all the time. And so I believe the biggest thing is, we need to feel, if we're upset, we feel, the being upset, or if we're angry, we feel being angry. And then we process it and then try to move to a more positive or more helpful mindset. And so, negative and positive, depending on your definition, it can get kind of shady. So I like to think of helpful attitude or non-helpful attitude, helpful thoughts or non-helpful thoughts. And so the biggest thing is, when we have a hardship, are we going to give into those non-helpful thoughts, or are we going to give into helpful thoughts? And you can feel anger and you can feel hate and you can feel defeat, but you can also try to imagine helpful thoughts while going through that. Just because you're angry or upset or defeated or down doesn't mean you have to give in to negativity or unhelpful thoughts. So I don't know if that makes sense, but you can feel anger and defeat and still be positive or still have helpful emotions. And so I think that's the biggest thing that we need to all strive to do. That's the number one. I think the start for accomplishing great things is to start with the desire and then work on, are my thoughts helpful? Is my mood helpful? Are my emotions and what I want to feel helpful to that desire, or is it unhelpful? Is it inhibiting? And I think we got to watch ourselves, watch our habits and the actions we do every day. Anyways, thanks for watching. Share the video. I'll see you next time.